Hello, Outpost Trail Guides. Pastor Carl here with your update for this week. And you need to watch this because I'm going to be explaining something that's slightly tricky, but you all know how to do it. Now, I've got the camera pointed down here a little bit because I want you to be able to see my desk. But first of all, you may have noticed last week that we introduced chairs to the room. We had a special guest. I thought that'd be a good week to experiment, and what a great week that was. We had 26 kids come forward and pray to receive Christ. We actually had 29 that raised their hands, so 3 of those we don't know, if they were just exercising or if they just didn't have the courage to come forward. But how exciting to have so many kids make a decision. We sent them a follow-up this week, wrote them a letter to their parents. I sent them a little, I don't have one on my desk. I sent them one of those little bracelets with the beads that go through the wordless colors, and kind of as a reminder. Hopefully some of them may have that on this week, and if they do, then you'll know that they were one of those kids. In fact, we probably should put a list of the names in the email with this video. I think I just thought of that. We'll do that. But I liked the chairs. The feedback seemed to be pretty positive. It gives kids kind of a defined space to sit in, so they're not rolling around, switching seats, moving around. They're less likely to get up and walk around or wander. However, one thing I'm going to change is I'm going to put the cones with the grade, I'm going to put them in the center of the room because everybody was kind of off to the right of the room coming in, or off to my left teaching. And at second service, I was like, move over, move over. So go ahead and sit in the middle. The black chairs are for leaders. That's not strict, but that's what they're designed for. So you kind of encourage the kids to sit to the right and the left of the center aisle, so they're kind of in the center of the room. That'd be fantastic. We do need help putting the chairs away. I don't mind setting them all up. I'll be doing that until I figure that one out. But after second service, especially some of you men, if you could just drop by, help stack them up and put them back in the 3rd and 4th grade room against the wall along the window. I'll direct that. That'd just be great. The kids crew, I don't think could really handle those big stacks of chairs. They could stack them, but moving them really takes an adult. And I'm going to have them focused on putting away the set and the things that they can do. So your feedback's welcome. That's not a permanent change. Those chairs obviously are not ideal. They're too big for kids. I'd love to get collapsible benches, and we've got that in the budget for the new building, and hoping maybe we can get that bought before we move to the new building. But that's going to be awesome. But this Sunday in your small group time, we want to give kids a tool. The theme this week is being prepared to share the gospel. So we've talked about being like Jesus. We've talked about speaking up for him. I've explained the bridge illustration. Barney last week went over the Wordless book. I'm going to review that this week. I don't want to give too many types, but then we want to send the kids home with a homemade Wordless book, right? So it says Wordless book on the cover, and it goes through the gold, the black, the red, the white, and the green, and the blue. In fact, we customized it there. So it's got on the back a little review of what the different colors stand for, and John 3:16 for the kids that never even bother to look up the verse. So here's how you do it. All right, it's very simple. All right, it's one-sided. The first thing the kids are going to want to do is fold it in half the short way. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but you want to fold it in half this way first, as opposed to the long way. And you'll see there's a dotted line right down the center of both sides. So you should have some scissors in your bucket, and the key is to cut that right down the center, but then stop at the end of that first page. So you end up with a nice little cut like this. All right? From that point on, it's pretty easy. You basically want to fold every single way. So you're going to fold it long ways, and the neater the kids do it, the better the results will be. All right? Then they can open it up and fold it this way, and just use the line, the colors changes as where the lines are. You're pretty much just folding along all the creases just to get some creases in there. Now here's the tricky part. It's kind of cool. The kids are going to love this. All right. Once you've got it, some bunch of creases, you're going to open up this part. All right. And those become the center pages. All right. So you open it like that. And then to fold those, just takes a little bit of effort. Basically line up the outer edge and kind of give it a crease in the middle, line up the other ones, and then you just fold it. From that point, it's pretty easy to figure out. You're just going to fold it so that Wordless book is on the cover, and you go through the gold, which is heaven. And by the way, the Bible doesn't say anywhere that the streets of heaven are made of gold. That's a kind of a folklore, Christian folklore, heresy, rumor, whatever. Revelation 21:21 clearly says that the main street of heaven is made of the purest gold. In fact, it's so pure it's transparent. That's the only reference in the Bible. So it's not a big deal, but I like to be accurate. So I explain to the kids that the main street of heaven is made of gold. The black is the darkness, and be careful using the word black. You don't want to say black is sin. Kids who are African American, they're very literal, and that can be taken the wrong way. So we talk about the black represents darkness. So even if you say black, from that point on, you want to talk about how the darkness and the spiritual darkness we're in because of sin. Then, of course, Jesus' blood is the death on the cross. The white, again, it's not black is bad and white is good. That doesn't come off right if you're going to be racially sensitive. But the white stands for cleanliness, all right? It stands for the light's coming on. We were in darkness and now we're in the light. And the cleanliness, though your sins were scarlet, they're now as white as snow, Isaiah says. And then there's the green, and it doesn't look very green on my monitor, but there, it's green. And that's the color of growth, and we grow by reading the Bible, praying, going to church. And then the blue is baptism. Now, at the Rock, we don't tend to baptize children. We'd like them to wait maybe till their 5th or 6th grade. On an individual basis, we can evaluate that if kids ask. So it's best just to say, you're going to come to a point in your life where you're going to decide you're ready to be baptized, and because that's something that Jesus wants us to do. On the back is a little cheat sheet, like I said. You can take time to look up those verses. They were in the trail map last week. But the encouragement is for kids to take this home and use it to explain their faith. So if you have time after you make it, have kids practice. They can even break into pairs and explain the gospel with the Wordless book to their friends. So I will see you on Sunday. Thanks again for all your hard work with the kids. And real quick, on October 25th is a special Sunday for 2 reasons. One, it's going to be our spooky Sunday, and it's going to be very different. I'll be explaining that probably next week. But also because it's going to be our groundbreaking at the new building. And so church is actually going to end earlier. And so there'll be some changes in how we do it. I just want you to mark that on your calendar and be ready and be prepared for October 25th to be very different as we have fun with the holiday, but also as families will be picking up their kids earlier to go over and pray at the new campus. All right, if you have any questions, as always, just call, text, email, flag me down. Even if I'm walking by fast on Sunday, I'm never too busy for you. Thanks.